Today, we'll explore what budgeting is, debunk some common myths, and provide practical solutions to help you manage your finances better. Once Obama said, "A budget is more than just a series of numbers on a page, it is an embodiment of our values." But actually, what is budgeting? Budgeting is the process of creating a plan to spend your money. This spending plan, called a budget, helps you determine in advance whether you will have enough money to do the things you need or want to do. Essentially, budgeting is about balancing your expenses with your income. Surprisingly, about 75% of people don't budget at all. Budgeting often gets a bad rap due to several myths and misconceptions. One common myth is that budgeting is restrictive. In reality, budgeting actually provides more freedom by helping you manage your money better and avoid unnecessary debt. Another misconception is that budgeting is only for people with financial problems. The truth is, everyone can benefit from budgeting, regardless of their financial situation. Lastly, many believe that budgeting takes too much time. However, once you get the hang of it, budgeting can be quick and easy. Sticking to a budget consistently can be one of the most challenging aspects of managing your finances. There are several reasons why this can be difficult. Impulse spending is a big one. With the convenience of online shopping and the ease of using credit cards, it's all too easy to make unplanned purchases. These spontaneous buys can quickly add up and throw your budget off track. Then, there are the unexpected expenses. Life is unpredictable, and costs like medical bills, car repairs, or home maintenance can arise out of nowhere, disrupting your carefully planned budget. Tracking discipline is also challenging for many. Maintaining the discipline to track every expense and adhere to your budget can also be tough, especially if you're not used to it. It requires a consistent effort and a change in habits, which can be challenging to sustain over time. Finally, for people with variable income, such as freelancers or commission-based workers, managing cash flow can be particularly difficult. Inconsistent income makes it hard to predict how much money you'll have each month, complicating the budgeting process. To tackle these budgeting challenges, there are a few practical solutions that can help. First, digital budgeting tools are making budgeting easier than ever. Apps and online platforms are simplifying the budgeting process, making it easier for people to track their finances and stay on top of their spending. Then, specific budgeting apps are a game changer. Online banking apps such as Starling and Monzo also give many useful features for budgeting, such as creating saving spaces. These apps can automate many aspects of budgeting, making it less time-consuming. Setting realistic, flexible goals is also essential. This ensures that your budget is achievable and can adapt to changes in your financial situation. Finally, it's beneficial to review your budget regularly. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your budget to fit your lifestyle can help you stay on track and make necessary adjustments as needed. By implementing these solutions, you can make budgeting a more manageable and beneficial part of your financial routine. Now, if you're ready to dive into budgeting, here's how to get started. As Dave Ramsey says, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Here are some simple steps to get you started. 1. Track your income and expenses. You can use an app or a spreadsheet to keep track of where your money is going. This will give you a clear picture of your financial situation. 2. Set financial goals. These can be short-term goals, like saving for a vacation, or long-term goals, like building an emergency fund. Having clear goals will give you something to work towards and help you stay motivated. 3. Create a budget. Allocate funds to different categories, such as housing, transportation, food, and entertainment. Make sure to include savings in your budget as well. 4. Review your budget regularly. Your financial situation can change, so it's important to adjust your budget as needed to stay on track. By following these steps, you can take control of your finances and work towards achieving your financial goals. These foundational steps make budgeting approachable and straightforward. Now, let's look at some popular budgeting methods to see which one might best align with your financial goals and habits. But before we dive in, if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe and like. Your engagement motivates us to keep delivering well-researched, valuable content. Even with so many budgeting tools, many people find budgeting challenging. Here are some popular budgeting methods, each with strengths and drawbacks. Zero-based budgeting. With zero-based budgeting, every penny has a purpose. At the start of each month, you begin from zero, assigning funds to categories until every dollar is accounted for. The strength of this approach is that it provides exact control over every dollar, which can help maximize efficiency. However, the drawback is that it can be time-consuming because it requires careful tracking. This method is great for those who want a high level of financial detail. The envelope system. This is a cash-only budgeting method where you use physical envelopes for different spending categories. Once the cash in an envelope runs out, you stop spending in that category for the month. The strength of the envelope system is that it's a hands-on way to manage and limit impulse purchases. But the downside is that it's less practical for things like online payments or subscriptions. This method suits people who benefit from visual, tangible spending limits. The 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule provides a simple framework to divide your income: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. This method's strength lies in its simplicity, making it easy to follow without being overly restrictive. However, a drawback is that it may not fit well with everyone's financial situation, especially for those with unique expenses. This rule works well for people who prefer a balanced and straightforward approach. Rolling forecasts. Rolling forecasts involve continuously updating your budget based on real-time income and expense changes. The strength here is flexibility. Rolling forecasts are perfect for adjusting to fluctuations in income. But the drawback is they require ongoing adjustments, which can be challenging for those who prefer to set it and forget it. This approach is ideal for freelancers or those with variable income. Although we've covered 4 popular budgeting methods, I'd also like to share 2 specialized budgeting techniques that can add value to any approach: sinking funds and pay yourself first. On one hand, we have sinking funds. This technique involves setting aside savings for predictable future expenses like holidays or car repairs. By setting aside a small amount each month, you can avoid being caught off guard when these expenses arise. On the other hand, there's pay yourself first. This technique focuses on prioritizing savings by putting aside a portion of your income immediately after getting paid. This ensures your savings goals are met before any other spending, making it easier to stay on track financially. These techniques work well with any budgeting method because they provide practical ways to tackle savings and expense goals within a structured financial plan. Lastly, whether you're using simpler tools, setting realistic goals, or building better habits, you can make budgeting work for you. So just remember, be realistic, set achievable goals and allow flexibility. Track regularly, monitor spending, and adjust as needed. Use tools, utilize apps to simplify budgeting. Plan for the unexpected. Include a buffer for emergencies. Stay motivated. Keep your financial goals in mind. And that's a wrap for today. Let us know in the comments if you learned something new that you'd like to implement moving forward. If you found value in this video, a thumbs up is all we ask to support our channel's growth. We genuinely appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications for more captivating content. If you enjoyed this video, you won't want to miss my video, where we explore the 3 hidden AI threats nobody talks about to keep you ahead of the curve. Thanks for joining and catch you in the next one.